All right, let's go to the Alabama-Missouri game. Um, ugh, Missouri, God, what happened to your offense? What happened to your offense, Missouri? Alabama, looking like the old Alabama on defense. Is this Alabama's defense has improved all of a sudden in the middle of the season? Or is this just Missouri's offense has looked that bad the entire season? And then Brady Cook goes out and it gets even worse. The drop between Brady Cook and Drew Pine is significant. And that's bad news because not like Brady Cook is playing well this year. Like it is a Drew Pine. I was talking with my play by play guy and I were talking on the drive back. I was like, this Drew Pine kid looks like he's like a high school quarterback out there playing. Obviously, he's not very big, 5'10, but the throws, the arm strength. I mean, I am shocked that he was 8-2 at Notre Dame. I don't know how he was 8-2 as a quarterback at Notre Dame. That defense must have been unbelievable because he does not have it, man. Just to be honest, he does not have it at all. The interceptions were horrendous. The ball was floating. The first one, the ball is supposed to be thrown to the seam. He throws it about 7 yards inside to the safety who's just sitting there. I just like, what is it? Just Missouri, just run the football. Just take the loss and run it because this kid is not going to get it done. 3 interceptions, 6 of 12, 42 yards, 3.5 yard average, 3 picks. If Brady Cook's not out there, this Missouri team, who has already struggled mightily in offense, is in big trouble. And people keep saying it's like, oh, it's because of the running back, the running back, the running back. Missouri a year ago, and Cody Schrader were terrific. I don't think you can blame the running back position. I think Nate Noel's been great this season. I think Nate Noel is pretty darn good. Is he Cody Schrader? Maybe not. But like that is not the reason why this offense is not rolling right now. It is not. The running back position is not why Missouri's offense has not gotten it going. It is squarely on inconsistent to bad quarterback play and receivers who I thought were going to be dominant not being dominant. It is on the pass game right now for Missouri. They have not been able to take the momentum they created a year ago with Brady and Theo and Luther and Johnson and those talented core of receivers and tight ends. Very talented. They have not been able to create any sort of chemistry with their quarterback. And I'm still baffled by it because a year ago, that was a talented, very fun offense to watch. You bring back pretty much everyone. You replace your running back with another talented running back, and yet this offense can't move the football. It is squarely on the quarterback and the receivers. So crazy. But for Alabama, though, I don't care that Missouri struggled on offense. You got a goose egg at home, and you needed it. This was nut cutting time for Alabama. This was a playoff football game. You have to win to keep your playoff hopes alive for both teams. Missouri, you're out. I don't care if you go 10-2. You have a easy schedule, and now you've been blown out by two football teams. You've been blown out by A&M, and now you've been blown out by Alabama. Missouri will not get an invite, and they won't even be ranked in the top 25 after this weekend. So Alabama need this, though. You got LSU coming up. Obviously, 3 losses, and the chance of you getting in are pretty slim. But you give yourself an opportunity with a ranked win against Missouri. If you can beat LSU, that's another ranked win. And then the rest of their schedule, Mercer, Oklahoma, Auburn, Alabama will be 10-2. They'll be in the playoffs. Don't know if they'll be in the SEC championship game or not, but they'll be in the playoffs. So they needed this one in a big way. And Jalen looked better. Jalen looked better. Running the football, Jalen looked better. Throwing the football, this was a good game. Bernard looked. I said a week ago, like I want to see other receivers step up for Alabama besides Ryan Williams. Bernard's had some flashes this year. Bernard looked really good in the game yesterday. So now all of a sudden for Alabama, you're saying, okay, Jalen looked healthier running the football. Jalen looked healthier throwing the football. I thought the offense line for the majority of the day looked pretty darn good. Obviously, gave up some early sacks in the football game, which was you can't have that happen. Ended up just giving up only just those 2 in the football game than Johnny Walker Jr. But overall, I thought it was a really good performance for Alabama. Defensively, they're not fixed by any means. They're not fixed by any means. Once again, this was a mixture of you're at home, somewhat desperation, facing an offense that has been struggling, then facing a backup quarterback who's not very good. They took advantage of it. Good for them. Can they build on that momentum, the success, take that into the bye week, continue to improve? Because guess what? In 2 weeks, that is a completely different offense than what you just saw. You go from Missouri, which has been one of the worst offenses in the SEC, to LSU, that's probably the best offense in the SEC right now. So that's the true challenge. Can you take this game, the next 2 weeks, especially that defensive backfield, and continue to build on that? That could be a really interesting game, and will obviously be an interesting game in Baton Rouge. But good job by Jalen. Justice Haynes got going a little bit. Jam had a couple nice runs, a couple nice touchdowns, and Alabama is still Alabama in Tuscaloosa.